The Black Mentorship Program meets every Sunday evening in Allison Dining Hall to share a meal together, engage in dialogue, and cultivate spaces specifically made for Black joy. Though many students need a caffeine pick-me-up throughout the day, not all of them get it through coffee. But it's not just developing the argument that makes opinion writing difficult. Here at the Daily Office, Marissa and our columnists experience other challenges as well. Marchers young and old will be going to the polls to vote this November for the midterm elections, taking their enthusiasm with them.
So Emma, are there more marches planned in the future?
Well, there have been talks about another march being held next year in January as well, and I think we can expect more because the feminist movement still has a long way to go, and these marches provide a great forum to talk about issues like Me Too on a broader scale.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Well, thank you, Emma.
Just remember that this is a space for all of us to be here, to be together, and to be affirmed. With that, I am deserving of respect.
I am deserving of respect.
I am evolving.
I am evolving.
At Northwestern University, only 10% of the first-year students are Black identifying, and even less are in previous classes.
Northwestern is a predominantly white institution, and of the people here, many of them come from very wealthy and entitled communities, and being a first year from a lot of different backgrounds, it can be hard to transition into a place like this because it could be drastically different from the community that they're coming from.
This difference is why the Black Mentorship Program was created last year.
A group of us were first years last year thinking that if we would have had something where we could be interacting with upperclassmen, being given some tips that would have, helped us along our journey, if we could have that for the next first years coming up, that would be really dope and that people would really benefit from it.
And benefit from having a community.
The exec has done a really good job of doing all these icebreakers where we're forced to break out of our comfort zones and meet new people and just be there and be supportive for each other.
The Black Mentorship Program meets every Sunday evening in Allison Dining Hall to share a meal together, engage in dialogue, and cultivate spaces specifically made for Black joy.
Usually we have a workshop where either a resource from a specific office will come in, or we'll have a facilitated dialogue, maybe do an activity like a skit, have an icebreaker in there, so that we can connect with one another and just gain some perspective from each other.
I know it's been extremely valuable for me. Coming to an institution is very scary, and knowing that you have community here and knowing you're not alone, especially being a minority, is very important. It's just nice to know that you have people who are here for you to talk and here to just have fun with you at the same time.
Have fun and do what they can to make your transition easier than their own. Emma Evans, Medill 322. Ready, set, pitch. Northwestern students pitched their best ideas to enhance student life at the first ever Improve NU Challenge on Saturday. Students worked with 1 to 3 teammates to develop a strategy to improve Northwestern, but it didn't end there. They then had to pitch that strategy to a panel of administrators and student judges from ASG.
I think on any campus, a huge challenge that students face is that we all have ideas to improve campus, but we really don't know how to go about it.
So, Ahuja created the Improve NU Challenge to change that, by giving students access to resources that can make their ideas reality.
My goal was really to show students that anyone can make a change. It may be difficult at first to figure out what the path is or what the steps are, but that was my goal with the Improve NU Challenge, to put some steps or put some path in place for that.
The winners received cash prizes of up to $7,000 to realize their ideas. And that's exactly what the first place winner, Neha Basti, did with her curriculum-based wellness project called the Enmeliora Initiative, Latin for Towards Better Things.
College kind of was a shock to me because it was a lot more intense than I had ever anticipated. I came in ED and I was like, this is my dream school, everything's perfect. And I faced some challenges socially, academically, and I didn't really know how to handle them. Why do we not have deep conversations about our insecurities, our doubts, our mental health on a regular basis? There isn't a space to do that. And the need to have more honest conversation is kind of where this entire project came from.
But ASG hopes that everyone took something meaningful away from the experience, even those who didn't go home with the prize.
My goal is to personally meet, to talk to those 25 teams and say, if you're passionate about it, let's do something about it.
It shouldn't just be that people in ASG have all these connections to administrators. Every student should have the right to express their concerns to the people who run the university that they go to.
Express their concerns and use their ideas to find solutions for all students. Emma Evans, Northwestern News Network.